people away or prevent them from getting on you. Vi ultimate aside, that's the one that will guaranteed go through, but the Alistar could have some more difficulty because of that Poppy support. I too really like this more defense coming in. From the mid laner, it's going to be Caney running straight into multiple members while Dignitas engage on a castle. There's the teleport completed. Caney's got a flash to get out of there because the team committed to the play onto the Rumble. Now a flash from Isles. Dragon's picked up there by XU, but it will be for trade of the top laner. Castle goes down.
Yeah, really nicely done there by Isles. Trying to make a play on the other side, and it's pretty well set up.
Castle has flash and has ultimate. Photon's going to have to try and tank things up to start. Caney will be the damage. Photon can take a lot of shots. That's 3, but he will walk away because of Kuki's teleport. So DSG will get the dragon and defend top lane.
Yeah, good map movement, but now Shaden's coming, and the redive potential is still there. Huhi does have ulti, but he's not going to have any damage to actually turn back. Castle's now TPing back, and that will force them to call off the play. So Huhi TPs to save Castle, then Castle TPs. He's instead just going for the tower. He's just kind of playing more towards that side lane on the Scion.
Oh, no, now he is actually going for the teleport, so Dignitas will look to contest. Caney's all alone on the top half right here, and now all members of DSG notify. Now Dignitas Shaden goes in, gets onto Rahel. The 80 carriage is taken out. Curtain's been called. And Dig find a pick onto the Kai'Sa to kick things off. Now Hui stunned into the wall, has flash available, gets over there. But the Herald's taken a kill to Dignitas. Dignitas now, with a bit of a gold lead, can also go ahead and pick up their first dragon of the game. Now it's 1-2 in the dragon stacking count, but
really well, and it's not like they're not going to have any chance, but I do really worry about how these fights are going to go. If Ziggs can't get like a ton of poke, I just feel like it's going to be pretty difficult for them.
Exactly. If that Azir is able to get to that 2.5, 3 item point by that fight, as XU might just get caught out right here. Isles locking him into place. He flashes away. Curtain call, and the knockup means a kill to Shaden. Dignitas, 3 on the board.
Yeah, XU doesn't flash early, and then at the time he flashes, he just kind of wastes it and goes down anyway. It's like, even if you got the Vault Breaker to get out of that Jhin ulti, you're still going to die. Like, they're still all on top of you, and you're so incredibly low. So XU gets caught out, but then makes it worse by actually spending more to try to escape. But they are going to try to make a play on the other side of the map. They have Ziggs to knock this down very, very quickly. Huhi is here to cover, so Photon can't really do anything about it.
He didn't time it. No, no, it's fine. The Otters will get it.
Yeah, but they're going to lose first tower. I mean, it doesn't matter because they already lost feats. Okay, they didn't end up losing first tower.
And
anyway,
they also got the tower bot side because that Darkwings gets the turret, teleports away point. As Dignitas, they're already winning in the early scraps anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the other option that DSG do have is just say, okay, who cares? We have too much AP. We'll just go poke Kai'Sa anyway, and then we'll just play around poke from Ziggs and Kai'Sa and hope that you can poke past that front line. But of course, the difficulty
so far
is
now here at the Otacon as well. They have some deep wards, but Dignitas are just getting more gold on the map regardless. Another turret will fall topside. Caney picks up that one. That's all does. If Darkwings can play patient enough, Ziggs is one of those champions. You can really do some crazy things in a fight if you're just able to, you know, curve those bombs around the front line.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult, though. Castle, again, is somewhat split, and they're looking for the fight.
Canceled by Huhi. He just goes in on his own right now. DSG are not able to follow up, so Huhi is just out of the fight at the start. Castle again collapsed on by the rest of Dig, and that is the story of DSG so far in this game. They just cannot find the full 5-man engage.
I mean, that's just brutal, right? Like, you finally look like, okay, you're going to set up, you're going to take this fight here. They lose without anything even happening, basically, and now they're going to probably lose the Otacon off the back of this as well. They're trying to whittle down Photon, but it's taking forever.
Darkwings is getting some damage in onto Isles, onto Photon here, but Otacon's already half health. XU's gonna look for a steal, but the flash from Caney locking XU into the pit. Season desist. Rahel's trying to help him out, but now Shaden says, all right, I'll deal with the Kai'Sa, y'all deal with that, but he's losing the Kai'Sa fight. Shut down for Rahel. XU gets out. Caney will chase down Rahel. Otacon's still there. Can XU find it? He gets into it. He takes it! XU with the Otacon steal. Castle teleports in. Triple kill to Darkwings on his first competitive Ziggs.
Oh man, cue up the Benny Hill music. This one's getting a bit... yes, Isles is not here, but the rest are. Shaden is a little bit low, so they can poke him a bit more. We'll see.
As the Crescent Guard available, though, Curtain Call used. Huhi's trying to get onto Caney right now. He takes a big chunk of damage from Darkwings, who dodges the last one. Shaden gets in the pit, but it is secured by XU. Now, Shaden punished for the attempt. Crescent Guard keeps him alive, though, but Rahel gets on the back line, takes down the jungler, flashes onto Caney. Double kill to Rahel. Looking at Tomo. Darkwings on a rampage for the kill credit. Give him a double as well. DSG.
Whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, there is obviously a lot of MR on the sign. Does have a decent amount of armor, though, too.
And maybe a pick right here. Ooh! Shaden just caught where he was not meant to be. DSG stomp him like a leaf on a sidewalk. Jungler down for Dig.
Something like a leaf on a
Hey,
sidewalk.
see this crunchy leaf? You gotta like step on it when you're walking by. You don't give it like an extra stomp?
That's some like some
satisfying
psychopathic
crunch.
behavior right there, you know?
No. Twitch chat's on my side on this one as well. Check
Next
Twitch
you're gonna
chat.
be telling me like you're burning ants with magnifying glasses
Well, no,
and stuff.
that's a little rude. But
Yeah,
a leaf,
exactly.
it's just a leaf. There's no offensive fly quest. They're not in this series.
Just a leaf.
It's just a leaf. Uhi right now. Taking a lot of damage. He's got the ultimate. Will he survive? Ooh, Keeper's Verdict goes wide, but lead. They have no business losing this Dragon Soul fight. Yes, they had a couple of rough approaches earlier on, but this is the type of insurmountable lead where you have such big item advantages, specifically on Rahel. 4 items completed. Darkwing's there too, and the carries for DSG, as long as they just press their buttons, hit the front line or the back line, whoever's in front of them, Dig will start to melt here, as they're going to have to try and find a miracle approach. They don't have the best engaged tools. I mean, really, maybe Kaney going in for like a deep dive shuffle could be what they need, but it's
not
hard.
against all these Zonias. I don't think you can actually full send it like that. I think you do have to kind of take space. I think you have to play through mid, push up, and then have Photon walk in, and he's kind of just that brick wall. And you kind of try to organize a front-to-back fight. You hope that Dig send it on a bad engage, that Exy goes too far, or Huki goes too far, and you can just focus down these members and play the fight like that. I think your game plan can't really change because you just don't have explosive engage, but Ziggs is landing the poke.
Poke onto Exu, that's a lot of damage right there. Now Huki goes for the engage. Big chunk out of Isles, who's gonna start burning down. Dark Wings with the damage from downtown, as now cease and desist onto Kaney. He has his own stasis. Flash and shuffle available. Stunned up, goes away, but Rahel follows with a killer instinct. And that is 2 picked up. DSG want more. Rahel flashing the wall, picking up another one. 3 down, 2 to defend for Dignitas, but disguised. Look to march in. They have a wave mid. How bad do they want to end the game right here, right now?
I think they're going to do it. I mean, there's not a lot of wave clear. There's 40 seconds on Shaden and Kaney. They should be able to knock this down no problem with the Ziggs and the Kai'Sa. Looking like game 1 is theirs.
It's just the big tank and the Jhin. Yes, Jhin has 3 items, but the wave clear might just not be there. Let's see how Dig want to do this. Photon currently up. They have Isles now, flashes with the Keeper's Verdict, but both turrets are down. Now DSG just need to take the fight. They're melting through the health bars. Rahel is unleashed, and DSG will make quick work of Dignitas in game number 1.
Great start here from DSG. Yes, it was, you know, back and forth, but they're able to take game number 1. I'm just not sure. It's like, are they going to be able to get a ton of value from the Mals later on in the game? And that, to me, is how well are Darkwings and Exy working together.
Yeah, and also for Darkwings, just as a player, though, going to try and make some action happen before that, as he will be uncontested on the Dragon.
Yep, Shaden going to be able to grab this, no problem. And of course, then, you know, the question is, can you set up that gank, but also, can you avoid any potential counter gank as zeros or anything here by the Rise? But if Shaden comes, things do get a lot more risky.
And they're looking for it right now. Get rid of the spell shield, lock him down, rooted in place. Darkwing's in trouble. The Malzahar was exciting, but first blood to the
Wukong. There is really good counter engage. They're trying to fight through that box as well that he's going to be able to throw down. And even if you can't peel the Olaf because he's immune, you can still slow the rest of the follow-up, and if you can keep them away from Rahel, sometimes you can just focus down that Olaf as he goes forward.
Grabbed him, Root. Death Sentence lands onto Isle. Flay back, but Hui's taking a lot of damage from Tomo. Now flash from Isles for the Pop Blossom. Hui does not have the flash from the play top side. That's another kill over to Dignitas. Okay, true. Yeah, you can skew stats however you want them.
Yeah, exactly. Just find the stat to fit the story, you know? Fudge the numbers a little
Darkwings is 100% of hit ultimates that he's tried for.
True, hasn't missed one yet.
DSG right now, maybe we'll look for another one, but a Pop Blossom Vials hits 2. Rahel with the quick cleanse, but same cannot be said for the jungler. Exu's down, that's Feet of Warfare as the teleport comes in from Castle. DSG now have their Cassante. Pulls Photon in, now they throw out the Malzahar ultimate, but it's too little too late. They lose the mid laner. Traded for top. Castle with a good pullback onto Kaney with the Topo strike flash from the Rise. Tomo still free firing though.
As he's gonna chase for more, but we are back to live, and Dig looking to move to that 3rd dragon.
Yeah, so trying to make some space right now. Tomo dodges the death sentence. Rahel's trying to get into position right now, but it looks like DSG are just backing away. That is 3rd dragon to Dig, unless there's a steal. It is secured, and they even take down XU. He jumped forward looking for the 50-50.
You saw Wukong Mao's, you're like, okay, they're going to go for this combo. They're going to constantly play together. They're going to look for these ganks and get these kills. They haven't paired up whatsoever so far in 18 minutes. Dig is up 4K while Shaden has taken every objective, been involved in a lot more. And definitely going to be, so far, not convinced.
Not exactly, as there is a Nico. Pop Blossom will be used right now onto 2 members. Root lands onto Rahel, and Tomo just jumps straight in. Moonlight Vigil will push back Tomo. Might have to flash a wall, and he does just that, but here comes XU, trying to make some work happen. The Wukong redemption play shut down for XU.
Does get a shutdown, and Malzahar doesn't really want to be playing in the side lanes. Cassante can do it, but like he's full armor. This is tough.
Yeah, I mean, he's going all out, though. He wants to take the 1v1, and that was not wise. Kaney just holds his ground, slaps his keys, takes Castle out of the fight.
Something that never fails to crack me up is when people get absolutely clapped in 1v1 and then they immediately go back and buy MR. He actually bought MR, then undid it, and then bought a belt. But it's always funny to me because he has like pure armor, right? Like, he's on Iceborne, plated steel caps, and a Bramble. No MR at all. And Rise has got to be respected. And now Rise is even more ahead, almost 2K up. That row has been stacking for a long time. Now the Archangels is done. Rise is going to be way too hard. Even if you pair up and now get that Malzahar ult, you just don't have the damage probably to even kill Rise.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's so tough. Kaney on the side right now, 1v3 as the team pushes onto the mid turret, and he's just buying so much space for the team. DSG cannot even kill the Rise, and that Herald will charge.
This is terrible, but maybe I'll get a laugh.
No, yeah, that's my type of humor. Let's go. Dragon's also on the map, so 2 objectives to be claimed here. Whoever wins this fight, there's a flash engage straight in onto Kaney. We finally pulled it off. Flash into the Dragon Pit, and Kaney is still alive. They couldn't kill the Rise all out from Castle. He says, fine, I'll do it myself. Will clear him out, but Isles out with the Pop Blossom trying to re-engage for the rest of Dignitas. They don't have their mid laner, and their AD carry was on the other side of the fight. Photon now jumping forward, but Rahel has some space to work with. You gotta respect the Aphelios, and he will just pop Photon like a balloon. Shut down, take Isles with the splash damage. DSG.
He's so split from the team.
Yeah, he's mid lane right now, and we see Photon and Isles actually controlling the approach. That's just Dragon's Soul, no contest. DSG were not fast enough, and now Castle getting slowed down by the Undertows. Pathmaker's away to safety, but yeah, Dignitas just get the Infernal Soul. DSG were not ready, and now they're just gonna force the Otacon. Dignitas are nearby though. Kaney can get here in time. DSG are just gonna full send. Photon looking for a flank on the side right now. Darkwings has one of his own here, but the Pop Blossom lands from Isles. Now Tomo jumping over there. Focus down damage. Darkwings out of the fight before it even kicks off. DSG are still on the Otacon, but Shaden's making things tough for them. Photon as well. Do they want to commit? They landed that sentence, but it is dodged out by the Olaf ultimate, and Photon just shredding through everybody. Dignitas say our Otacon this time around. Photon picks up one more. Kaney with the credit, and DSG have 2 members left alive, but everything is falling apart. It's a slaughter as Dignitas will ace DSG.
And it is a clean
They
had too much confidence. They shouldn't have believed in themselves in this case. And Darkwings threw down the ulti on Isles as he was going for the engage, but the Pop Blossom did look like it interrupted him
in their head-to-heads in series.
So that was, there was one series, but there was also a best of 1 that they played, and they also beat them in that. So this is round 3.
Round 3 fight. Who he down in the fight, as Kaney will get another kill to his name. Dignitas catching out the support, and at this point, it's like DSG are limping in the game. It's a 10,000 gold lead for Dignitas, as they will.
I think they're like rolling sideways. Their legs don't work anymore.
No, they can't step on the leaves. That time's behind them.
The leaves crunch them at this point. It's looking tough.
Are they a bee? Is that their? Have we ever determined what their like mascot is? What
they're an alien.
They're an alien.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if aliens vibe with leaves.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Depends on the alien, I assume. But we have Otacon, we have if anything happen. I feel like the bot lane did fine. I feel like Castle did fine. But XU and Darkwings didn't really get involved whatsoever in this game. You know, Shaden was just kind of comfortably running around the map, taking every objective. Kaney wasn't really able to be pressured, and You know, those two felt like they really did run away with this one.
A bit of a shame here, as it's always exciting when something Melzar's locked in. You're always like, oh, like, we're thinking of the potential. What can it do? Well, this is the downside of that, is sometimes it just doesn't come together when the players aren't able to coordinate correctly to do the thing that it's set up to do. Dignitas, meanwhile, Kaney's just unkillable. Like 3 items. At this point, we are so far past where the combo is going to be a threat. And Dignitas have such a big lead that it's just about crossing the I's, dotting the T's, reverse that. It's fine. Bottom turret's a focus right now as Dignitas have a Baron-empowered wave with 2 cannons crashing down onto it. And DSG will look to try and clear out as much of this wave as possible.
Yep, but Kaney is pushing in through mid, and he is nearly level 18, which is a very, very fast pace here. Of course, did get that extra level from the Roa, but still in a great spot. Castle just hitting 15, and Kaney probably going to get 18 on this wave. So this is getting really tough to defend. You can also see Seekers is done for Isles. He's got his summoners up and available, so he can look for one of these really deep engages. As long as they're putting pressure on Rahel and he can't just free fire, like that is the only world in which DSG can do something in a fight. So really it's just all eyes on Rahel, put pressure on him, and the game is yours.
Rahel's got to play a hero here. With both summoner spells up, 3 items completed, all eyes are on Aphelios for DSG, but for Dignitas, it's just about don't give them that window into the fight. Play it safe, play it respectfully. 18 for Kaney, he hits it off of that wave and that inhibitor going down. As Dignitas will look to take their 2nd inhibitor, at least the turret, as they now keep XU specifically away from the pit. Go for the Elder Dragon themselves. It's Tomo damaging it alone. XU spotted on vision right now. As DSG now try and approach. Dragon's down to about half health here. Shaden's still looking at it, but XU just getting poked out by Tomo. Like the Wukong, it's just getting soloed on the side. Cannot get close to the pit. He's gonna look to reposition with the rest of the team. Now the Pop Blossom engage only lands on a 1-member. It's dodged by the top laner, but they got him. Dark Wings is out. Dignitas, all they needed to do was look at DSG, and they will melt like butter on a hot day. DSG will try and get their carry out of there. Rahel needed to make a miracle happen, but the chances were just too slim. Double kill to Photon. Dignitas again will ace DSG, and will get revenge of the series, taking game 2.
Yeah, they crush him at the Elder Dragon. This one was not close. Start to finish, Dignitas ran this game.
Incredible comeback for Dignitas, leaving no quarter for DSG. There wasn't a shot, there wasn't a team fight, there wasn't an objective that looked DSG's way. Dignitas just crush them in game 2. Whew, I mean, we said 50-50. The desk thought 50-50. Desk, how you feeling about that 50-50? The mid laner that can find picks with the charms, position in fights. Lucian without the melee or the Nami, I'm thinking is a less scaling option. Like when I look at that composition, I mean,
if they can punish their opposing top laner or whatever more in the 2v1, then they're always going to go for it. So it's just a lot less common to get the standard lane matchup these days, which results in a lot of these kind of slower starts where you do just have both teams swapping and
the elimination phase. Whereas at Dignitas win, it's actually Lion to take 5th seed. So Lion, if you're a Lion fan or a Lion player, you're definitely cheering on Dig right now. Oh, right now in the mid lane though, looks like XU is getting caught out there, trying to get back to Rahel, but first, blood to Shaden. XU just out of position. And DSG do have the push bot side, so it looks like DSG will approach from the bottom half, but Tempered Fate lands, actually does not. Thrown out, dodged by XU, and that means no Bartle. Yep, it lands straight on the water. I think there's a frog in there somewhere. Now it's Isles taken away from the fight. Picked off while Dignitas were trying to find an approach, but DSG pounce, and they will kill the Bard, take the Dragon.
Yeah, that's tough for Isles. Whiffs on the ult, then gets picked off, dies, and that means that it is the Dragon going over, and Castle now looking.
Needlework goes out, misses 2 of them, so Photon's able to get away. Next one on the wave, just to try and clear that out.
Yeah, it could have been a potential opportunity there for a solo kill from Castle, but as soon as those first couple members are coming up towards this top side, Shaden will get that, and we'll see, can he actually get out?
Crash out misses, Shattering Strike lands. XU can try and flag and drag over the wall.
No
Hard chase onto Shaden, no flash available. He's stuck in the pit, subjugation onto XU. He's just gonna start bopping him, and it's not enough damage. XU gets the kill.
Yes, a Kangle.
Well, anybody can see it.
No.
You should avert your eyes,
No,
generally.
no one can see it, just you.
All right, well.
It's a special talent.
It's my 3rd eye.
A blessing and a curse, really.
Yeah, if everybody else just saw it, it would work. Public execution misses from Photon, but the needlework from Castle is stacking up. Conqueror, flash forward, Photon jumping away, and the snip-step misses. Repudiation, Photon with the solo kill.
He was going to have a solo, barely didn't have the damage, then Photon gets away.
And now Isles might get caught here. Shattering Strike plus a crash down. Chain CC locked into position. Flashes, takes the portal away. Tomo's throwing out the coal, and Hui's taking damage. But oh, I think Isles just saved Hui's life for a few more moments. It will be a trade at the end of the day. Kaney teleports into the play, but he wants directly out of there. Will not make it out. Rahel with the kill. DSG winning the scrap in the river.
Yeah, 3 for 1. They're going to be able to grab the first 2. I'd like to see them continue to play for this.
Yeah, that would be ideal for them. Again, they have the scaling comp, so I don't think it's like end of the world if they don't get it, but they have the gold lead. Said they're going to drop the Herald mid.
And maybe they're just a bit nervous about fighting without sums for Rahel, but
he's
they're going to
go for the drive-by. He's going for it. The Herald engage, trying to get into the pit for the 50-50, but instead just takes shit out of the fight. He flashes away, but Hui follows up with the Gravity Storm. DSG following the fight. Oh, beautiful stuff from the Rel. Just locking on to Shaden, taking him out of the fight. DSG will get another dragon.
Yeah, they use the Herald just as the engage. XU just drives it right over. They focus down Shaden. Hui, as you called out, great engage. Now they're looking.
Yeah, they get the knock up on the Kaney, who I believe pops the Spirit Rush and will just get away to safety. DSG fighting so much on the map afterwards as well. A full wave bot side, they take the mid turret.
They're going to get bot as well, so this is really big for them. It's going to be about a 4,000 gold lead here, only 17 minutes in.
Looks to chase him down. The Spirit Rush is still used. Needlework will land, but Kaney gets to safety. Cannot be said the same for Isles. Portal's away. Actually, no, he does get out. Oh! Mega Death Rocket will pick it up. Rahel playing sniper right now. Now, actually, it looks like Photon doesn't want to stick around. No, Dignitas got to get out of there.
Yeah, Kaney did a good job sidestepping. He didn't have the Spirit Rush. That's why Castle went for the all-in. And he delayed just enough time for that Spirit Rush to come back up. They knew that it had been spent earlier, so he wanted to try to punish on that window. Kaney does a good job surviving. And your first instinct was the correct one. Isles not going to be so lucky. Doesn't get out. Even with that magical journey.
Imagine you're a DSG player. You've yet to win a series all year. You're on the precipice. 4K gold lead. 3 dragons to your name. You choose to start the Otacon. Dignitas will start to approach, but Otacon's already burning down here. If they can just keep Shaden away from the pit, DSG can walk away with the objective. Shaden's walking forward, has the pillar down. Flash engage from XU. He's just taken out, though. Dignitas accepts the gifted jungler of DSG, and now they can look at the Otacon. They have Smite on Shaden, and Dignitas will just claim the objective. DSG, can they find a miracle? No! They just lose their jungler, and this would be their sole fight, but it looks like Dignitas can get it. XUD look for the steal. No ult, no flash. It's a one-way trip in, and it's nowhere to go. Dragging over to Dignitas, they stop the stacking. It's still a gold lead to Disguise, but Dig have found purchase in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Disguised are still in a really good spot. They're still up 4K. They take the ulti, so you're going to be feeling pretty happy about that.
He's all alone right now, but no, Castle is nearby.
Isles has no ult.
No ultimate on Isles. Has to flash himself now, so that means XU's going to go in for the engage. Gets away this time around. Now Hui is ready for the follow-up. That's what it looks like when DSG are on the same page. They caught Isles. Not going to find much more, but still a 5. Key carries for Dignitas do have them. Looking at mid lane, looking at bot lane. Meanwhile, DSG is really Rahel and Castle that can try and make that work. Dignitas are going to have to get in there, but the Bartle will buy a lot of time. DSG focused to the Dragon. Now the Weaver's Wall will prevent the approach, but there's a public execution. Darkwings is the focus. He's taken out early. Shut down over to Dignitas. Can they get into the pit now? Go for the Dragon. It's secured by XU, but can DSG get out? Tomo is just buying time. 1v2 in Castle and Hui while the rest of DSG falls. Dignitas will win the fight. Disguised will get the Dragon.
They get the soul, and critically they killed. Could have been an absolute game changer because they could have gone for the Baron right after. Hui in the area. Dignitas members cancel their recall.
Hui, there's nobody else on the map. He's all alone right now. Will he get chased down? Shattering Strike will try and get him to safety, but no. The support for DSG right as they're on the precipice.
Boom goes the dynamite, just like that.
Yep, and Cosmic Binding instead. Dodged by Rahel, is able to sidestep that one without burning the ghost. Now Shaden's running for it. They're still focusing everything onto the AD here, but they cannot quite get onto Rahel. XU's out to safety. Hui's on the flank. Castle's now 1v4 over here. The rest of the team's trying to get up after the Weaver's Wall bought space. Dignitas will back away.
Tomo doing a really good job on the side, though. Landed a culling that was hitting Rahel. XU steps in to try to block it, and then he gets chunked so low. Hui may just die.
A lot of damage. Kaney went for the engage, lands the charm, gets the kill. Photon answered. Rahel with the resets. Jinx is excited, so Dignitas gotta get away. And they will retreat. Trading their top laner for support was not what Dig wanted.
No, not at all. that Mountain Soul making a big difference in this case, and now it feels like Dig are going to be in a lot of trouble because DSG is starting the Baron here, and Shaden has no flash. It's so hard for Trundle to enter from this side of the map.
Yeah, he's got to find a different way over the wall. Maybe the Bard portal can get you in there. Yeah, Isles does not have the smite though, so it will just be a 50-50 with Shaden. He can look for the Chomp smite. Still hard to time. They have a ward in there, it should spot it. Now Shaden has the portal to go through. Kaney's gonna try and get space. Shaden's into the pit. Are they gonna find the 50-50? Shaden's looking for it, he gets it! Shaden with the Baron steal, double kill to Rahel. Disguise will get a couple of kills, but
to get some damage down. Dig still in a tough spot though. Again, their comp is tough to play. They're playing against Mountain Soul. DSG do hold the cards, but you're giving a lot of opportunities over.
Now Hohi goes for an engage here. Looks like Dignitas were actually getting caught out right there as the Colleen will come through for Tomo, trying to get damage down, but his team's falling around him. DSG pounce on a spread apart Dignitas. Double kill to Rahel. Is this the moment that DSG needed? There's multiple kills picked up. They're going to be able to take down Tomo if they can get onto him. He has the flash available. Using the E to get away. Tomo to safety. If he can live, this could still be a base defense for Dignitas. DSG know how important this kill is, and they're chasing deep for him, but he's able to get to safety. There is a control word right there.
He's out.
Yeah, he has the Baron powered recall. He is out of there.
Yeah, going to be able to get out to safety, thankfully for him. But again, you know, even with that Baron, even with some of the event, and he uses the ult very early, so they won't have that for the Elder fight. This is a good chance for Dignitas.
Okay, it looks like another flash engage from XU. Last time did not go well, but this time around they're able to catch Shaden. Dignitas' jungler is out. XU with the redemption engage. DSG can look at the Elder Dragon.
Yeah, they do get that kill, but Dignitas still hanging around.
Oh, they pull back onto Kaney. He's got to flash away. Spear Rush has already been used. Yeah, I think Dig just have to walk away. They're already channeling their backs. They realize no jungler, no chance of a steal. DSG, this time, at the crucial objective, are able to pull it off.
Yeah, they find Shaden. Great pick from DSG. Knock down Shaden. They get the Elder. They have the Soul. They have the Elder. They are pushing. And Dig does not have safe wave clear. They have really poor wave clear, which is going to make it so hard for them to just wait this out and try to avoid a fight, which is exactly what they want to do during this Elder.
So many fans week in and week out have come to the arena to cheer on Disguised. Week after week, they have yet to pick up a series win. Disguised are breaking the base of Dignitas. They're taking the fight at Dignitas' fountain, and Disguised will win their first ever LTA North Series.
Disguised has